Welcome to Baker Dave Presents. Today we're here at Temple University in the kitchen that Johnson and Harbaugh call. It's a working kitchen. You might hear some noises, there might be some people in the background. Today I have a special guest, Gaia Di Giacomo. I actually work with her very closely every day here at Johnson and Hardwick. She's our dietitian, and today she has brought her family recipe for Orecchiette with broccoli rabe coming right up. Welcome, Gaia Di Giacomo.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
Di Giacomo, yeah.
Di Giacomo, see,
Yeah.
I wasn't bad. I'm good, right? So you're the dietitian here on campus,
Yeah.
right?
Correct.
So I work with her a lot because
You're lucky, yeah.
she always wants to have desserts for her
Events.
special events, right? And they're always like, you know, they got to be gluten-free and sugar-free and...
Sugar-free.
You always want to switch the
Everything
fat.
free.
Every time I try to give you a recipe, what do you tell me? You're like, can we put less oil in there? Maybe we can put some applesauce or something. Like, you always want to change my recipes. Right or wrong?
True. Yeah, but it's
It is
good,
true.
Yeah.
So you're not originally from Philadelphia.
Right.
You're from...
Italy.
I know, but that's a whole country.
I'm from South Italy. It's the name of the region is Puglia. That's the heel of the boot.
The heel of the boot, Puglia.
Yeah. Puglia.
Nice.
Really, really south.
So I'm just gonna ask a stupid American question real quick. So like, if I were in Italy and someone were like, "Hey, where are you from?" I'd be like, "Oh, I'm from Newark, Delaware." They would have no idea what I'm talking about.
Right.
But as soon as I asked you, you didn't say I'm from Puglia. You were like, "I'm from Italy," because you are a stupid American and you won't know what I'm talking about, right?
Usually people know about Rome, Venice, Florence, and not Puglia. But Puglia is beautiful.
But even that, if I said that, they'd be like, "Where's that? Delaware? I never heard of that." I'd be like, it's near Philadelphia, and they moved maybe her for.
Yeah.
So it's similar like that. So you near
Right.
Rome or any of those other places?
No.
You're not near anything. So
No, near.
are you like?
Naples?
So is it like a hick town for them? I mean, like or for us, it would be the equivalent of being like in West Virginia or something. I mean, is that what we're talking about?
I don't know. You know Naples?
Yeah.
Okay, more
Okay.
south. It's like 4 hours driving south. So
Okay.
I'm really,
Are you
really
on
south.
the water?
I'm close to Africa.
Wow. Are you
Yeah.
like on the Mediterranean now? or
Yes,
you-
I am.
Nice. So you spent your youth on the beach?
Yeah, beautiful beach.
Beautiful
Yep.
beach. So today, what are we making?
We are making orecchiette, that means small ears, with broccoli rabe and anchovies and garlic.
That's it.
And yeah, olive oil and pepper flakes. That's it.
Right, so like 5 ingredients. So this is super simple to do. This is the go-to in your area. Is this something that's
Yeah,
like you're
that's
known
typical
for?
in my region. And you see in the small towns, you see, elderly. They are outside. They are making like this homemade pasta with their hands. It's really, really nice.
Yeah.
It's a typical thing. Yep.
This beautiful pasta with their hands. Okay, well, we should be starting on this. I don't know. It seems like
Okay.
I've seen
Ready?
you work with this before. It takes like hours. Like I now know why it costs so much money for Italian food.
Okay, ready.
So we're gonna do this by hand. Just like they did in the old country, right? Back in the
Right.
day.
Yes.
What's different, the one cool thing I did notice about this pasta that's very different, if you make pasta at home, a lot of times you'll add egg to it. This pasta does not have any egg in it. This orecchiette,
Yeah.
It's-
correct.
I like
good
how you
job.
were surprised, is only semolina flour, which is a durum wheat, it's a hard flour, and water. That's it. There's nothing else added to it, right? Does it matter if the water is cold or hot or?
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're gonna mix this up.
Yeah.
It's about 2 cups of flour and about 3/4 cup of water. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny because I know when we were talking about this before, you were calling up your mother or your grandmother or whoever trying to get recipes and nobody had measurements.
Yeah.
I mean, they
usually-
wouldn't have been in
yeah.
cups anyways, but it's not even like they're
Right.
like a liter of this or something. There's whatever
Yeah,
the metric equivalent is. I don't know.
I usually don't have recipes for anything.
Did I do the right amount of water? That looks perfect, doesn't it?
I
Just
think
say
so.
it does.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
perfect.
are great. Yeah. Do we have some more flour?
Yeah. We got plenty of flour. We got semolina flour for days.
Oh, nice.
Look at that. A whole, so you could dust and do whatever you want with it. This is, one of the things I noticed about this is that you work it like you do bread. Like
Yeah,
you're really trying to
exactly,
develop
yeah.
the gluten in there. Is that, because I feel like you don't do that quite as much with other pastas. Like you work this a little bit
what do you
more
mean?
than some pastas? Is it
I
because
think,
there's no egg in
I
it?
think it's just like the same, you know?
So you see
And
her
you have
technique
to-
there. She's like literally pushing it.
Yeah, for, 10
You
minutes.
see today we're actually on a wooden table. We typically are filming on a metal table, but when you work with dough like this, you need something that's going to grip it so you can really get your muscle into it. On metal, it would just slide away from you, which would
Right.
not be good. We wouldn't actually get anything done. That's why bakers always have wooden tables for
Yeah.
when they do their breads. And you're going to do this for like 8 or 10 minutes, right?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
until you get tired of
5
it. So how long you been living here in America? And how long you been in Philadelphia? Start there. Did you come straight here?
Yes, straight here.
You were like, I'm going to America, I'm going to Philadelphia.
I'm going to Philadelphia, right? No, so
Because you
basically,
knew that we were going to have a Super Bowl champion here, so eventually, so you knew you wanted to be here, right?
yeah,
You were a huge football fan growing up, right?
Actually, it was my birthday, the
Yeah?
day of the Super Bowl.
What a great
Yeah.
birthday gift. So you came to Philadelphia, how long ago
So
was
Philadelphia, almost 5 years ago.
that? Yeah?
Yeah. So I was a dietitian in Italy. I am a dietitian in Italy. When I moved here, they told me, "Oh, you have to go back to school to be a dietitian in America."
Your Italian dietitian skills weren't good enough?
No.
That's a shame, because I would think you would know a lot about food there.
Well, yeah, but it's the same. It's the same thing. If an American dietitian wants to go to Italy and be a dietitian
wouldn't be
there,
good
they
enough.
have to go back.
So it's kind of,
go back to
it's
school.
considered part of the medical field, I guess, in a way?
Yes,
So
right,
therefore,
correct.
you have to have the standards of whatever that country is.
Yeah, so I went back to school for 2 years, plus the dietetic
That's
internship.
dedication. I would have just
I
gone
know.
back home. I'd have been like, I can't be a dietitian here, going back to Italy.
Yeah, it was challenging.
You were like,
challenging,
I want
but-
to stay in America so bad, I'm going to go back to school.
Right, that's what it is. And I say I want to work with Baker Dave, actually. And
That's probably
where I
true.
am.
We hadn't even met yet. And you were like, someday, I only hope that I can one day work with
Right.
Baker Dave. And here you are. Your dreams are coming true. What are you going to
see?
do after this? Like,
I
you
know,
can't go
probably
anywhere
follow
from here.
you.
You're already at the top of your game now.
Right. Yeah, correct. Okay, Baker Dave. Do
You
you
had
want
enough?
to? Yeah.
I think your great
little
grandmother would be
tired, so it's
disappointed in
your
you and
turn
how much you've weakened since coming to America. You can't even make a
No.
good dough ball.
She will be proud of me, you know.
So, holy cow, this is some tough.
Yeah,
dough.
it's a little tough.
There's no yeast or
Yeah.
anything in here to help lighten it up a little bit. So you
Yeah.
came to America 5 years ago. How was your English when you first got here? Like did
So
you learn it?
it's,
No, this is gonna sound stupid, but I know like in a lot of other
No,
countries you learn
it's-
English earlier. Like we don't learn
It's
other
like
languages.
you
easy.
learn another language in school, but when you go to the
It's-
country and you start like listening people talking that language, you're like, oh,
I have no idea what you
are they
said because you talked way
saying?
too fast.
Plus, we learn British English. That's a little different, you know.
More proper.
Probably. Yeah, but I like the American accent, so.
So I have an accent? Is that what you're telling me?
No. You
Oh.
have an Italian accent, you know.
I sound just like your friends back home, right?
Right.
Do you get back a lot?
Yeah, once a year at least. Yeah, I was there on Christmas.
Nice. Actually, I remember I met your mom recently. Didn't she stop by?
Right.
She's also a huge Baker Day fan now. I mean, I just want to say it's obvious. She had my delicious apple cake.
Apple cake, yeah.
Right, and she couldn't stop talking
Yeah.
about it, I heard.
She wants a recipe
She
actually.
does want the recipe, that's what I'm saying. So, although we may be celebrating their pasta over in Italy, they're celebrating Baker Dave's
Bigger than, yeah.
apple cake. I'm going to be a celebrity before I even get there. I'm going to go
Yeah.
visit one day, and I won't even be able to get off the plane.
You're gonna make orecchiette there.
They would be shocked
Yeah,
at my
I
great
know.
Orecchiette skills. I really wanted to call it horchata because that's what it looks like to me. It's like a CNH, right? I mean, it's.
I think it's good.
You think it's good now?
Yeah. I
So we've
think
got
so.
this beautiful dough, very well developed. So the gluten in the flour is the protein part of it, and actually, as you work it, they tighten up and they grab a hold of each other and they don't want to let go. That's why with bread dough or with pasta dough, it's a very tight product, and you kind of let it rest a minute while you're working, while you're actually shaping it out, and it'll shape easier because then those gluten strands get a chance to loosen up a little bit. Correct?
Correct.
Correct!
Okay. Do you want to do half and half? What do you want to do? Do you want to do them?
I have to do them. I mean, otherwise,
Okay.
I can't let you show me this one. You're great.
We're going to
Pasta
roll this
skills.
out.
I brought your little butter knife.
Thank you.
So this is easy. This is just like bacon right now. Like I'm making breadsticks, right?
Right?
Oh wait, I made it too thin.
It should be even.
So you're saying mine's not? That's what you're trying to say.
Oh, no, it is.
Look at that. It's perfect, right?
It's too big.
Too thick?
Yeah, it's too thick. Otherwise, they're going to be big like this.
Usually when I'm doing these shows, like I don't have to concentrate so hard on the actual cooking part of it. I just kind of do stuff, but you're really like judging me here. I feel judged.
Yeah, we're making homemade pasta. It's not that easy, you know?
But it should be easy, right? I mean, you can buy it in a box. You could just buy this in a box. I mean, really, couldn't you? Wouldn't
No,
be the
it
same
doesn't
thing?
taste, no, that's different.
It's just flour and water. How different could it be?
No,
Don't they got a
it's not.
machine that can do this?
Yeah, but it's different, you know?
It's it's not the same. It's
Okay.
not the same.
Not the same. We are gonna start
I think you just,
cutting.
instead of worrying about my thing that probably isn't as big as my snake.
Yours is, it's a little thick, but that's okay.
It's still thick?
Yeah.
We're just going to
See
set this
mine?
aside, and you're going to start cutting yours up,
Okay,
and I'll just start
perfect.
shaping with yours, okay?
I'm gonna start cutting this.
Look how perfect I did this. So you're making little pillows. I feel like we're making, what's that other pasta you guys make?
Oh, so cavatelli?
Huh? Gnocchi?
Cavatelli, gnocchi. Yeah, gnocchi, but you need potatoes for the gnocchi.
But they look like that, little pillows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do like this, and we turn this around, and that's an orecchiette.
You got to do that for each piece?
Yes, that's why you need to help me.
Are you kidding me right now? Who does that? All right.
You wanna try?
Yeah, I'm going to do one.
Yeah, no.
That doesn't look anything like yours. Let me try that again.
It's beautiful.
So you press hard, and then pull it back,
and then with
inside
one,
out.
Yes, much better. Much better.
It still looks
not
way
bad.
thicker than yours.
No, not bad.
You
So
do this
it's
with
like
every piece.
every
Like you get
piece.
like 7 pieces in a spoonful when you're eating it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take pasta for granted anymore. Like when I eat pasta, I'm just like shoveling it in, right? I mean, it's supposed to be
Do they look like ears? That's
so
long
much
ears.
work.
Yeah. It is, but
Do you have any brothers, sisters, anybody else in the States with you here? Are you alone?
No, we are all over the world actually. My sister.
All over the world?
Yeah, my sister lives in Germany, and my brother is still in Italy, in Milan, in North Italy.
Where all the fashion is, isn't that Milan?
Yeah, he's in college, so.
So he's hanging out with all the supermodels?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I like how you had to think about it. Like, I don't think he could get a supermodel. I mean, he's
No, he
skating all day.
studies all the time, every single day. When I call him, hey, what are you doing? Studying.
Studying?
Yeah.
What's he going to be? What's he working on?
An engineer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I
So-
just noticed? You pinch it. Like I'm fascinated. I'm sorry, I'm totally fascinated by this because I had no idea. Like,
You
so
have
once
to
you
try
do
this.
this, you do this little pinch technique. I didn't catch that before. Let me do another one. I got to do another one or two. So,
Yeah, but don't push too much because then you're gonna make a hole.
just so push it, roll it back, and then as you're doing this, you're pushing it and pinch. That doesn't look
No,
anything like yours.
I don't pinch
I
anything.
saw you pinch.
No. First of all, like this. Don't.
You're
push
going
too
over the
much.
whole piece. I'm just
And
doing
then
okay.
like this.
See,
I
and-
don't pinch
you don't
anything.
pinch? So you're starting here, and you're rolling over the whole thing.
And then put this.
Isn't that its own shape? I feel like that's a pasta already.
Yes, this is cavatelli actually.
Okay, and then you flip it over like that. Dude, I think that's the most perfect one there.
Good job.
Nice!
Do you want to keep?
I think this could take all day. So we're gonna go ahead and put some of this in. Is this enough for us, you think, almost? Do a couple more.
A couple
Fine.
more. Yeah. Gonna
I
be
can't even cut it right.
faster.
I've got this whole section. Don't look over here, okay? This stuff here is it's no good, right?
Yeah, if you have, you know, people coming over,
I wouldn't
like
make
a lot
this.
of people, yeah, no, because it takes really long.
Now-
I mean, I don't make this every day, so I'm not that fast.
There's
So,
people
but
who
like,
make it every day.
my
Because every
grandma,
day seems
she's-
ridiculous. There's
my
other
grandma is
pastas they
really
could choose. Can't they make spaghetti one day because then it's, you know, easier or
Yes.
something? They don't have to
Yeah.
make this hard one every day, do they?
I feel like this is easier than making spaghetti, but
Don't you have like okay. Yeah, no, it probably is easier than making.
yeah, I'm
That's
trying
like
to
not
be
even
faster.
3 spoonfuls right now.
I'm trying to be faster. But you know, then we have
And this is
broccoli.
why when you go to Italy, right? If you go to Italy and you order food, you'll get this plate with like 4 little pieces of pasta on it. Because they have much smaller portions. I thought it was just because they wanted to eat
Yeah.
smaller portions. It's because they don't want to make as much. No. All this time. I had no idea. It's because it takes so long to make each thing, right?
Yeah, but also we are gonna have a broccoli rabe, so
You don't need all
won't
the pasta. You've got other stuff.
We need fibers, you know, as a dietitian.
The dietitian wants
Yeah.
fiber. So how healthy is this meal?
It is healthy because you have your carbs, you have the broccoli rabe.
Can you dry this pasta out
Yes.
and like make it all like on a Thursday and
Yeah.
then like make
Dry
bags of it, dry it out, and
put it
then
in the freezer.
why would you put it in the freezer after you dried it out? Like if you're drying it out, you can't just leave it out?
No, it's gonna get no.
It's no good?
Yeah, you need to put it in the freezer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also noticed, and you'll notice this, she did a lot of this. That's so they don't stick together.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. It's sometimes I put a little bit of olive oil in the water.
You know why you do that? So, I get to teach you something. This is great. Whenever you're doing pasta, I always put a little bit of oil in it. You put olive oil because you're from Italy and that's what you use, right? But it doesn't matter what kind of oil you use. What happens is as the water is boiling, the starch from the flour is coming out, right? And it's attaching like in the water, and all, the bubbles start attaching to each other. So your water will actually boil over because the starch will just stick to the other starch and the bubbles and it'll boil over. You put a little bit of oil in it and it keeps the bubbles from sticking together so it doesn't boil over.
You're great.
I know I am. That's
But
why
we were
I'm such a
supposed-
huge hit in Italy. So you're gonna boil those. The other thing about this pasta too is a lot of times when you use fresh pasta, you only have to boil it for a very short amount of time. But because this is so dense, because it doesn't have the eggs in it, it just has the water in it, you're gonna boil this longer, closer to like a dried pasta, right?
Yeah, I mean, depends. I like it al dente, so probably like this will take like 5-8 minutes.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I like it al dente. But first, the
Chefs
water.
love to say al dente. That's one of their fun go-to words.
The water has to boil first, and then you put the pasta.
Always put it into a boiling thing, right? Because the pasta is gonna bring the temperature down again.
Yeah.
Do you salt your water?
I usually don't because we are gonna use anchovies for this recipe.
That
I
makes
don't
perfect sense.
because they are really high in salt, so I don't use any salt.
Anchovies, a lot of salt.
Yeah.
So let's bring the other stuff over so we can start working on the next part of it. We've got some garlic.
we
We've
got.
got some I don't really eat anchovies too much.
No, but
on
I know,
pizza
but-
maybe, right?
Can you do it? I don't wanna spill this everywhere.
It's okay if I do.
Yeah, it is okay.
Oh,
Then we have olive oil here.
so anchovies are little fish, right?
Yeah, it's like sardines, the same flavor, I would say.
And they're packed in oil and salt.
Yeah, they're usually really salted, so that's why I don't.
So you don't need to
add.
add salt to it. The starch will actually, the starch in the pasta will actually eat the salt. So whenever you're doing pasta, that's why typically you'll salt the water. Or if you're doing potatoes or anything starchy, because it actually absorbs a lot of the salt.
Right.
So you'll lose the flavor very quickly. So how are we heating this up? We're heating up the oil and cooking the anchovies and that kind of stuff?
So we're gonna do oil. Okay.
Could
we
you
have
just
this-
use the oil with the anchovies?
No, usually don't because it's not like high quality oil. Usually.
That's the cheap oil.
Yes.
Now you're just smashing the garlic.
Smashing the garlic.
You didn't even, it's still one whole piece.
Maybe 2. No, that's what I usually do because.
How are you gonna
I don't
eat a whole
like-
piece?
No, I don't like to eat the garlic because then you smell when you talk to people.
But you want the flavor, you just don't want to actually eat it. That's a good trick. So all these times I've been eating garlic and I didn't realize I could just flavor my food with garlic. So we got the heat on. Yeah.
Okay. Some olive oil. I usually.
That's a lot of olive oil.
Yeah.
I thought when you said some, I was like.
Yeah, because for this recipe I use a lot of oil.
So is this less healthy?
No, it's olive oil.
Because olive oil is healthy.
Yeah.
What makes your dietitian? You can tell me, why is olive oil healthy?
Well, this is extra virgin olive oil. It's different for olive oil. So yeah, extra virgin olive oil is the top of the oil.
But what makes it healthy?
Because as a monounsaturated fat plus vitamin E, that's an antioxidant.
Excellent. So how does that? Does it help with heart disease? Like, how does that help me?
Yes. Heart diseases,
perfect.
yeah, it's like called unsaturated fat. You know, there are two types
Right.
Yeah. So unsaturated fat.
So saturated typically comes from animals?
Yes, like
So
butter and is an
and
example.
bacon,
Meat,
fat, or any kind of fat like that, and unsaturated.
Unsaturated fat like avocado, olive oil.
They're the better fats for you.
Yeah.
Because they're less saturated, apparently. They're non-saturated. They're
Non-saturated. It's more about like
They were
chemistry.
saturated once, and then they unsaturated them.
It's about chemistry, about the.
I know, I'm joking.
Yeah. And you always joke, so.
It's all I do.
Well, maybe we can add some pepper
So,
flakes.
is it going to be spicy or just a little bit?
A little bit.
Okay. I like how you were like,
I like spicy.
I like spicy. I don't have a problem with spicy. Make it as spicy as you want to make it. It's your dish.
That's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Do we have something to?
Yeah, we do.
Here?
We have one of these?
Well, that's not the best thing, but it's okay.
It's going to be okay today,
It's
right?
gonna be okay.
That way I figured you could smash the things
I think
down
that
better. Too high?
Yeah, too high.
I don't know how high you want it. You got to help me here. I've never made this.
I think like this is perfect.
We don't want to burn the garlic.
Yeah, right. And we can add the anchovies.
So we're adding anchovies.
This is gonna.
Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
It looks like we're deep frying anchovies, apparently, in olive oil.
No, we're not deep frying.
That's what it looks like. They look like they're being deep fried.
Yeah.
You don't want to let anybody know you deep fry stuff?
I don't know why it's doing like this.
Is
but
there
it's
water in
okay.
there? Usually that's what happens if there's water.
I don't
in
know if it's olive oil. I mean, I think it's oil, but I'm not sure.
It said it was packed in oil. Be careful. So is there any health benefits for anchovies?
Yeah, same thing. They're monounsaturated fat.
The anchovies themselves? Is it like
Like unsaturated fat, I would say. Like
you know,
omega-3.
like they have,
Omega-3.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
Good for your heart.
fish oils, right? Those are good.
Yes,
good for
it's
you.
like, yeah.
How
like
is that?
fiction.
Now you just totally brought something out there. You don't want to melt the plastic. Use something else here.
Right,
Or,
right.
or the knife if you want. I don't care.
That was so smart.
We don't want plastic tasting stuff. How is it unsaturated if it's from an animal?
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it's fish. Fish has unsaturated fat.
I didn't even know that. So
Yeah.
even I'm learning stuff here. I think I'm teaching other people, and apparently I'm learning
No
stuff.
meat. You know, meat are saturated fat, but fish, it's unsaturated fat. Especially like a salmon, anchovies.
So they broke up like really
yes,
easily.
Yes, really easily.
That's pretty cool.
I think, probably because
The heat was so high?
was so high, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know what heat
It
we
was
needed
really
for that.
high, that's the reason why.
So,
Okay, we can put that aside, and then...
you see all the broken up pieces of anchovy in there. It's pretty cool. You
Yeah.
can't even really tell, like...
And then broccoli rabe.
Broccoli
So we-
rabe, is that going to go in the oil?
No, at the end, we're going to mix everything together.
So we actually pre-did the broccoli rabe a little bit. So one of the things, what is broccoli rabe? Is it actually broccoli? I don't think it is, right? It's like a separate plant?
No, I think it's the same family. I'm not sure about that, but I think it's the same family probably.
So it's very fibrous, so you want to actually boil this for a few minutes first.
Yes, and after you boil it, you drain it, and you put you can put ice or like cold water for
To
the
stop
color.
it from cooking
Yeah,
and bring the color out.
yeah.
That's great advice. Mm-hmm. But you do need to somewhat pre-cook it a little bit before you actually add it to your oil and stuff for your pasta, right?
And you don't want to boil for like that long because with boiling you will lose most of the vitamin C too.
When you boil it, can you steam
Yeah.
it? Do you get to keep it then?
You can, but usually boil. I don't know, it's faster.
What about microwaves? How does the dietitian feel about microwaves?
I'm not a big fan. Of
Okay, that's why I'm
microwave.
asking. I want to find out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have dietitians on here every day, so I want to know.
But usually depends for like quick stuff, for like
Is it
milk.
bad, like for health wise though? Does it affect you? Is it something that's,
That's
gonna?
I don't know.
Is it
There
bad
is
if we're
no
eating radiation right now?
There is no specific, research that say, it's like bad for you, like by the FDA, but there
You
are
don't think it's good
some,
for you?
No. Officially, I would say there is not anything that the FDA say that's not healthy for you, but there are different research that show, that's not.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so I have an Italian here that's a dietitian. So, and you studied in both countries, so now this is perfect.
Yeah.
Tell me some of the differences, because I know there's totally different food laws. Like things
Right.
that we don't care about, maybe in Italy they really care about, and things that we seem to really care about, they don't care about. I know, as an example, I'm just going to throw this out there, but like dairy, I know our laws are very strict on having dairy pasteurized, and like in Europe maybe they don't worry about it as much. They do?
Yeah.
See, I'm
And you know
totally wrong
what's
here.
an interest? I
Like
think
cheeses, maybe you have different cheese laws. Or...
everything is pasteurized in Italy. I think here, not everything is pasteurized.
Apparently, I'm completely wrong. I totally thought that it was the
You
other way
know,
around.
that sometimes you buy eggs, it says pasteurized.
Oh, all your eggs are pasteurized.
I think so. I think so. And something else really funny. I don't know. In America, they keep the eggs in the refrigerator, right?
Uh-huh.
If you go to the grocery store,
Where else would you keep them?
In Italy, they are not in the refrigerator.
Huh.
This
You know
is
why?
funny. No, I don't know why.
Okay. So I do know this answer.
Yes.
So eggs have a shelf life of whatever they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So a fresh egg, you go straight from the farm and grab an egg. I think you've got about a week on the counter. You can stay about 7 days, 7 to 10 days. You refrigerate it, and you can get about 3 weeks out of it. So
Right.
if we're bringing eggs from Wisconsin and sitting in our grocery stores for a week and traveling for a week, they only got a week or so. You know what I mean? Like, whereas you're probably closer to your eggs, so they just get them from the same area. They don't sit that long, and you shop more often, right? Like, or is
Yeah.
that a misconception?
No, we do.
Like we in America, we have refrigerators full of food all the time. You don't really do that as
well,
much, no?
people like in small towns, they go to the grocery store every day,
Every day.
Yeah, I mean, it's more in big cities like Milan. People are busy
don't
and they
have a
go
choice, right?
once a week.
But even I don't even think I go once a week.
No,
You know what I mean?
yeah, once
Because
a
I
week,
have
for
like
sure. You know
the
what I mean?
super mega like BJ Costco places. You know what I mean? Where I get like my 17 dozen of eggs, and I got to make sure they last. I can't have the ones that sit on the counter and don't last, right?
Yeah, and another difference is about chemicals in food. Most of the chemicals that we use here in America are not allowed in.
They're not allowed in Italy.
No.
Can you think of some in particular, or no? I don't want to get anybody in trouble. but
no, I don't want to say something and then it's not. But
Okay,
yeah.
well, so that's
I can do
fascinating.
research about that.
It's okay. You can get back to me on that. All right. So we have our hot oil and we have our broccoli rabe. Are we putting that in there too? We turning this back on?
We need the pasta. We need the pasta.
We have the pasta. So we have lots of pasta because we made a little bit
Okay,
extra
we
because
mix
it
this
was gonna take
usually.
forever.
Okay, that's usually how it works.
Tell me what you want to do.
So this one, the pasta usually takes more time to cook than the broccoli wrap. So you boil the
Isn't it
water
already cooked?
first.
We
No,
boil it.
I'm just saying in general. You boil the water first, then you put the pasta, and when it's I would say 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you add the broccoli wrap in the same water.
Oh, when you're
Okay.
boiling the pasta.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
gotcha.
saying in general. We
So
need
these are
this,
beautiful. Like they look like little dumplings almost.
Dumplings? No.
A little bit.
Okay.
They look like little small ears. Isn't that
Right.
what the- little small ears.
Okay. I think that's. Do we want to use the whole thing?
I don't know. It's your world.
Let me see.
We want to use whatever is going to be the right amount for what we've got going on here.
Maybe
Half
Yeah, let's do half.
or a little bit
Okay.
more.
Then we add the broccoli rabe.
I gotta turn it back on. We need some heat, right?
Yeah.
All of it?
Keep going. Let me see. Some more. Yeah, I'll stop.
It looks so fresh already. It's on. We can do like a chef. Wasn't that cool?
Super cool.
I don't think anyone in the world is going to believe that it was super cool. I think you just look at that.
You want me to do it?
You want to do it?
Yeah.
I think you're better at that than me. I didn't want to mess up my outfit. You know, it's important. I care about fashion. I think it's super important, fashion. So, I mean, it looks very fresh. I mean, that looks delicious. So, when I think of pasta, when I make pasta in here, I think of like a red sauce. I think of a cream sauce. I don't think of just using basically flavoring olive oil, which is probably...
Yeah, and this is really typical from my region. We always use vegetables in every recipe.
So you're going to taste the broccoli rabe in this.
Yeah.
You're going to taste like everything.
We can add more. Should we add more? Yeah. And also it's important because fibers decrease the absorption of carbohydrates. So we have carbohydrates and fibers, so it's really a good combination.
Dude, that was a good spin right there. Did you see that one?
Yes.
I really was paying attention to it, I swear. Fiber decreases carbohydrate absorption.
Wow. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fiber is really
Good.
important. How much fiber should you get?
28 grams.
Right, and how much
Okay.
does an average American probably get? 4?
Yeah, probably like 5.
Yeah, we don't do very good here in America with fiber, so you really need to make sure you get your fiber. That's why the oatmeal and
Yeah, vegetables.
vegetables are great for fiber, especially beans, legumes, right?
Yeah, legumes too, really high in fibers, yes. That's a good alternative if you want to do like a vegetarian meal.
Well, we are. There's no meat in here. Oh, yeah, there is. Forgot the fish.
This is pescatarian.
It's pescatarian, right? I forget. There's so many rules. You think we're done?
It's okay. I think we are done.
You think we're ready?
Yes, I think
To try
we're
some?
ready. Yes.
Because that's what I want. I want to eat some of this.
I like this pasta because it's really thick.
It's hearty.
I like it, yeah.
I just need to do another flip because I think it's fun. Oh my God, I almost lost that one. Did you see that?
It's okay, it's okay.
We wanted some on the plate anyways, right?
Don't be messy.
Just like back home, they're going to be so proud of you.
I know.
Okay, so there we go. Beautiful pasta.
Orecchiette.
Orecchiette. Orecchiette.
With broccoli rabe.
With
Yes.
broccoli rabe. Cheers. I gotta actually get some of the. There's a lot there. Can I get it
just
on you?
Yeah, almost.
That's a totally
my
different
favorite.
experience.
You like it?
This is not a pasta out of a box. I'll tell you that right now.
I love it.
That's amazing. And the broccoli rabe is not what I expected it to be at all. Like, it doesn't taste like broccoli, if that's what you thought.
And usually people don't like anchovies, but I feel like in this recipe, you know,
I don't even notice
you
it.
don't. Yeah, because they're
It's more like a
melted,
seasoning.
Yeah. So
That's delicious. Well, thank you for all your knowledge today. This is awesome.
no problem.
Next time you've got about 6 hours, you should make yourself some orecchiette because it's super quick and it was delicious. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us here on Baker Dave Presents, and a special thanks to Gaia Di Giacomo for her delicious orecchiette with broccoli rabe. Join us again next time on Baker Dave Presents, and remember, every recipe has a story.